customers are closing tomorrow. They're not in town, so I am doing a walkthrough.
At the moment.
Wonderful.
I'm Realtor Victor Naraki with one of my buyers, Darlene, and she just bought a house near Disney World. And now she can go on the Jungle Cruise anytime she wants, 100 times a year. Same jokes, but 100 times a year. Hey everyone, how are you? Well, it's been a while. Over the over the last let's see, over the holidays, I really wasn't live streaming too much. I just found that, it was really not a lot of viewership. And so anyway, uh So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be talking strictly about over 55 communities. Um, and yeah, so yeah, so strictly over 55 communities. There's actually 4 of them that I want to review with you. And let's see, let me show you where they are and everything. Aw, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. I enjoy doing it, but I've got to slow it down a bit because I'm telling you, it's very exhausting. I don't know how the live streamers at the parks do it. Um, I have been, I come home and I have to take a 2-hour nap. So anyway, but next week or the week after, I think I'm going to be in Winter Garden looking at 2 new communities. There's so much going on in Winter Garden right now. And with the development of the centers of town, and I've got to tell you, there's like 8 different builders building in Winter Garden. But let's get right to what I wanted to talk to you about. There's 4 communities which I'm going to talk to you about, and I've actually sold in each one. And I had a closing in Solivita. I had a closing at the Palms at Soranoa. I've had a closing at Four Seasons. And Oasis, I had a closing, but that was like middle of last year. So, but Solivita was like at the end in December. I've got a contract going at the Palms at Soranoa. So Solivita, Palms at Soranoa, Oasis by Del Webb, which is the closest one to Disney, And I have 2 listings at the Four Seasons, and I actually had a closing in there very recently too. So, yeah. So let's first, if you have any questions about over 55 communities, just, shout them out. Um, let me show you where they are on the map. Okay. So we're basically WDW, the stars, Walt Disney World. Okay. Oasis, just to the left, is the the closest over 55 community to Disney World. The price points are, I would say, honestly, significantly higher. They're the homes have more individuality. It is a gated community. All these communities are gated. The Palms is the only one that does not have an attendant at the gate. Palms at Serenoa. So that's the closest one. The Palms, actually, right now, um, I can't show you with a pointer, unfortunately. Okay, but the Palms, you'd have to go down that 429, uh, over the 192 and back up to get to it right now. But by the first day of 2026, they're going to have a connection road that will make it less than 15 minutes to get to Disney World. Okay. Now, the Four Seasons, which is directly south of Disney World, that is an awesome community. That is on a golf course, Mystic Dunes Golf Course, which is run by Hilton Vacation Club. And now, the one thing I want to point out about that is two of these, they're all three of these communities, actually, Palms, Four Seasons, Solavita, are in the final phases of development. So there's not going to be new construction. Anything you buy probably next year is going to be resale in those three communities. Oasis has some new stuff. So they're going to have new stuff for a while. I would say a few years. Hard to tell, but a couple of years. Personally, I like to be in a community when it's just finishing out, because when it's just finishing out, you don't have construction around you every day. And so, like when I bought my house, they for just 2 more months they were building in this community, and then they were done. Now, most communities build in phases, so you don't usually see it. But if you're in the first phase, you're going to see construction consistently. So when I sold my first house at the Four Seasons, the clubhouse had been finished, which was a really nice benefit, because for the next 3-4 years, as people were moving in, they had this expansive clubhouse really all to themselves. I like the clubhouse to be finished and be open. Okay. Anybody have any questions? I'm just going to start showing you what these communities are like, looking at some listings that are on my website, and we'll be going till 2:00. So when you look at the design of this community, and again, this they are finishing out right now. Now I've sold 3 homes in Solavita. I think 3, yeah. I don't know why the sound is not going, but anyway, there was sound with this. Oh, it's weird. Okay. So they have a probably the most intense community center. There's like 300,000 square feet of community facilities. They have everything from 2 golf courses, 3 restaurants, which includes a pizza parlor, which is really good. I love their pizza. And, and the drawback, I would say, is usually that it's 45 minutes to Disney, but everything else that you want is right there. And if you're a golfer, this is the community that I bring people to right away. That and Four Seasons, which we'll see next. But it's got the most manicured, beautiful community that I have ever seen. It did have some sound on this thing, but I don't know where it went. Okay, so that's Solavita. But let's look at some of the prices in Solavita. There we go. And I'll put that up. Takes me just a couple seconds. Da, 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 da. Share screen. Window. There we are. Share. Okay. So price point wise, this is extremely competitive with the other over 55s in the area, because you could get in there for, look at this, this one on 1137 Via Galuppi, right, which is on the street that I sold on. That's going to have a water view, and we're talking about 373, but other ones start at 305. And there's a lot of resales in there because they've been building this place has been open for almost 20 years. So there's a lot of opportunity in there for resales and for still a few new constructions. Now, my customer felt the really need to buy now because some of the other streets that are left are along a fairly noisy, let's say busy road. Hey! And this is speak of the saint instead of devil. This is my customer who bought the Solavita property. Thank you for joining in. Always nice to have people watching that I know anyway. So, but that's one of the great thing. The great thing about Solavita is you got your golf, okay? You got competitive price points. You've got a scenically designed community that does not feel like they are using every inch of land to put a house on. You see open areas. You can't always say that with some of the other communities, although a lot of them have, Palms at Serenoa has some very scenic areas, but that's the key selling points of Solavita. And it's also guard gated, several different entrances. In fact, where my customers bought, I loved. See, I was a little nervous about going there because I was thinking, okay, I know how big this place is. Where is this in the community? Because some sections of the community, it could take you 15 minutes to get out. These that we're looking at, the Via Galuppi, that's right near main exit. You'll be out of the place in 5 minutes. Okay. So, so that's our friends at Solavita. Now I want to show you the two listings that I have. These are resale homes in over 55 in the Four Seasons. So let's put that up. 55 community and minutes to. Whoops. Hey everyone, it's Victor Naraki and Manny, and we want to introduce you to a home in an over 55 community. It's 3 bedrooms, one would make a perfect office, gourmet kitchen, open floor plan, and golf course views. It is on a golf course. This is an over 55 community. The features of this community, there's tennis courts, swimming pools, recreation areas, everything that you could look for in an over 55 community, and minutes to Disney World. So if you're interested, reach out to me and you'll get that link. Thanks for watching. So those are the key selling points of that community. And there's also some new construction in there. In fact, I'm going to be showing some new construction later on today in that community. Realtor Victor Naraki and Manny. Now, this is a villa. And we want to introduce you to my listing in an over 55 community. It's on a golf course, conservation views, gated community. It's truly lock and leave because it's a villa where you share a wall with the unit next door. And anybody interested in downsizing, this is the perfect opportunity. It's got 2 bedrooms, open floor plan, and a study. But the view of the golf course is exceptional, and it's something you have to see. And if you want to see it, contact me, and I'll provide you with a link, and maybe we can go look at it. So thanks for watching, and Manny thanks you too. Hey, so that is the Four Seasons. Now, one of the things I like about the Four Seasons is the proximity that there is to Disney World. Okay. It's about 2 minutes from the 192. 192 has Margaritaville, all the restaurants and shopping that you could ever need. It's got the Walmart, it's got the Target, it's got I think there's a couple Publix grocery store, all right there. And if you go up Sherborne, you're in Disney World at Animal Kingdom in just a few minutes. So thank you, Stephanie, for posting that. I appreciate it. Does anybody has any questions about the Four Seasons? Now, both communities, Solavita and the Four Seasons, do not require you to be a member of the golf course, which is great because, you know, if you don't want to golf, you shouldn't have to. I have heard of ones that do that, and I don't like that. I think that's bad form. Let me see if I could show you. Okay, so I'm going to show you some Four Seasons homes now. Okay, so here's the Four Seasons. Now, I don't know if my listing is going to show up here, but I will tell you that these prices that you're seeing are the homes that, let me show you my home that let me show you if this shows up here. Da, 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 da. There we go. So this is the home. It's listed at $499. It's hard to do this. It's hard to navigate all this stuff. Okay, so tile throughout the whole home, and two of the key selling points are gourmet kitchen, and it really does have some very nice views from the screened-in lanai. Okay, so that's Four Seasons. Anybody have any questions? Oh, okay, you do? The Four Seasons? I didn't know that. Okay, and let me go back to. Need two screens to do this, I think. I don't know if I already. Okay. There we go. Sorry. Now, this home is a villa, and this will give you a good example of what a villa is. You see these in the over 55 communities, where it's basically one building. They share a wall in the center, and you own either side. Now, if you're buying it new, I've heard of people buying both sides, but it's not like a duplex where you must own both sides. This you could you one side or another, and that's what we call here a villa. The inside here, I love the scenic view, and again, it's got a great patio. They're redoing the lawns in front, so if you come and see the property, the lawns are being redone right now. Okay. So, do you have any questions about the um, Four Seasons? Oh, stuff going on here. Anyway, so okay, so one thing that always comes up when people are talking about the over 55 communities is they think that everybody in the home needs to be over 55. And so I'll give you an example of what the rules are. Okay. Generally, in most communities, one purchaser needs to be, or one resident needs to be over 55. No one under 19 can reside permanently in the home, but they can visit either up to 30 days or, in some cases, up to 90 days per year. So it doesn't mean that if you have a grown child, 30 or 40 years old that they can't live with you for half of the year or for the whole year. But I always find that people see that and see an over 55 community and they think, okay, well, I can't have that. I have my grown children want to live with me or something like that. Also, they think that because they have grandchildren, that they cannot have the grandchildren stay for more than a few days. But no, they could stay. It's either 30 days, under 30 days, or under 90 days. But here's one thing that I love about the Four Seasons. Four Seasons has, and that's why I brought this up now, is an additional pool for guests only. So if you've got teenagers and kids and stuff like that, and they want to play with grandma in the pool, they have their own pool area where they can do that, which is a really nice feature to have in an over 55 community. Okay, just trying to see if reading some. Another great feature of over 55 communities is that really, for most of them, there's one that doesn't include it. Most of them include all lawn care, all maintenance, but not maintenance on the exterior of the home. Okay, so you are responsible for the paint and the roof of your own home. Okay, and maintaining it properly. So they'll tell you if it needs to be power washed and all that kind of stuff. But you're responsible for the maintenance of your home. But in one of the villas, that's why a lot of snowbirds like the villas, is because that includes painting and roof in most cases. Yay, thank you. Okay, so we got two more to go over. And let me show you. We're still on the Four Seasons. So I'm going to show you some. This is a model that they have available. Two of these models in new construction. This model. Let's take a look inside right after this spiffy opening. I love my spiffy opening. When my hair had color. So there's 3 bedrooms in this home, and if we go off to our right, we'll see the first one. Now, as I said, this community is selling out. They are in the last few months of selling homes and lots. So, but they do have a couple of new construction of these. It has a 2-car garage and a very open floor plan with over 2,000 square feet in the entire home. Now here it's shown with the optional gourmet kitchen. And let's step into the owner's suite. Beautiful covered lanai, and I always like to see that. If you've seen some of my videos, I always like to see that it's covered because it's very easy to screen in that way. It's a very good size master bedroom. Dual vanities, a step-in shower, and an oversized walk-in closet, garden tub, And then right over here, you have to see this walk-in closet. Let's take a quick look back at the open floor plan of this home. I love that shirt. For more information about this full feature over 55 community, which features golf and a gated entry, here's my contact info. Yeah. So, those two, there are two of those that are available right now in that community, new construction. You know, the thing I like about what's called an inventory home, which is what that would be, is it's just like buying a resale where everything has been decided for you. There's no upselling. There's what you see is what you get. And you're not going to be sitting in a design center finding out that what you want is $20,000, not $5,000, which happens to all of us when we get into a design center. And I'm just going to play this video right now. Hello, it's Realtor Victor Naraki, and I want to take this moment to ask you to like, share, subscribe, and comment. It's the only way this channel gets Disney magic and grows. Yeah, on a personal note, I just finished doing my taxes, and my expenses have tripled since 2 years ago. So the way I will save a lot of money, please, is by getting more viewers to my YouTube channel, because that's my specialty, is the YouTube channel. Okay, so now we're going to, let's see, we've got a comment here. They love their inventory home. I love inventory homes. I mean, I love that I picked a lot of stuff for my house. When I was doing, because I did my house custom, but I made a couple of mistakes. Like, for example, carpets. I should never have gotten carpets. So things like that. So you may think, oh, I'm going to get exactly what I want when I order it myself. You know what? 2 years later, you may go, oh, why did I get that? Anyway, so that was my experience. Now I want to talk to you about a community that I have sold. I think I'm on my 12th or 13th sale in that community. This is the Palms at Surrey-Noah. I think and then we'll close out with the Oasis. Palms at Surrey-Noah is, right now, it's 25 minutes to Disney. But when the road gets connecting, it will be 12 minutes to Disney. It's a direct line. If you're familiar with Coronado Springs at the corner there is Western Way, and that will go all the way. It'll change names. Will go all the way into Claremont by the end of 2025. So now we're less than 2 years away from the scheduled opening. It could be sooner, because they have a new connection road, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the next couple of years in Claremont, because there's going to be 3 new connection roads connecting Claremont to Horizon West, which connects to Disney World. So right now you're talking, it took me 25 minutes to get to Palms at Serenoa the other day. It'll be 12 minutes. It used to take me like 30 minutes at least to get to Kohl's on the 27. Now, because of Schofield being open, it's a very rural feeling road, but I can zip right into there and get onto the 27 in the middle of Claremont. So that's something that's, that will just what I said. The road to Claremont opened at Schofield. Yes. So I've taken it like twice so far, but if I'm going to Claremont now, and that's the way I would go. And it'll cut probably 10 to 15 minutes off that commute. Okay, so now let's look at Palms at Serenoa. Let me see what kind of videos I have here. Okay, here we go. Now, again, they don't have a lot of, I think they're down to 19 homes in, let me get back to that. Let me show you. Left in, lots of stuff here. Okay. So, but this is the price points that they have right now. And these are price points with, with everything included. Okay. So everything's been done. They'll be scheduled to close, I think everything closing by June. Some that are going to be in the next 2 months, but some couple months out. I was just out there the other day and I did some videos for my customer who purchased the one that's crossed out. So, but there's about 19 left, and they're Del Rey's, Clifton. There's one Desmond for $371. And like I said, everything's included. Yeah, there's no surprises. Show you the map. So my customer bought up where that black square is. The 135 is a very unique lot, but there's a lift station right nearby. And the lift station, it's just a pump for the reclaimed water. It's not the most attractive thing to drive up to. But once you're in the house, you don't see it. And what I think they liked about 145 is that the lanais didn't face each other. So they were all on, I believe, as I remember, on the left side. Okay. Yeah, that's when you're in Claremont. You go to the new Costco. Okay. So let me play this video here. And again, I think I'm probably the top salesperson in that community. I've sold, it was like 4 years ago. I'd have to ask the Sternbergs when they purchased, because they were the first purchase that I had in that community. Helps you reduce the questions. Oh gosh, there we go. I'm Realtor Victor Naraki here at the Palms at Serenoa to show you the Del Rey model right after this spiffy opening. Let's go look. Gotta love the spiffy opening. Now, as you enter the Del Rey, one of the things I like about this model, and I always mention it when I see it, is the wide hallway. But you have two beds. Oh, let me tell you about this. This is such a great model because anybody who, everybody needs, some type of office space. This has 2 bedrooms and what really is a 4th bedroom because it's got a closet. But most of the times they use it they set it up as an office. So you got a very good sized house. Bedrooms over here. Here's one. It's big enough to fit 2 twin beds and a nightstand. That's a good size. You have the adjacent bath, and then you have a second front bedroom right here. And that's a queen size bed with 2 nightstands. So it's a good size room, larger closet with double doors. Now as we walk over here, I'm going to see another bedroom. Now here it's set up as a study, art studio, Nana's art class. I love that. That's so cute. But it's a good size room. It's a decent size room for a kid and a great size room for an office. And here is the laundry room. Then we're going to step around here. And obviously this is an open floor plan. And for an over 55 community, that's a nice thing to have. You have your dining area right there, also a kitchen nook. And then you have this great, open kitchen with a corner pantry. Now, one of the things I like about this builder is that they have packages on their upgrades. And that helps you reduce the questions and struggle of picking what you want, but also helps you reduce the price as well. A lot of my customers tell me that when they go to builders, they end up being nickeled and dimed all the way through. That won't happen here. Also, very large covered lanai. Now here, they've built a pool, but you could just easily screen this lanai in. So it's a nice,
this is most of the models that they have available
for an over 55 community. And now let's go take a look at this master. So king size bed, large end tables, good size room. Let's look at the master bath. Now, here's one thing I like about this model. It has 2 step-in closets. That's a little smaller one, and this is the bigger one. Terrific. And over here, yours truly, and double vanity, step-in shower, sorry. But so now out on the lanai, obviously they've put in a pool for display on this model, but you've got a very nice size covered lanai, and you can eventually put in, a nice outdoor kitchen. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like more information on this Del Rey model here at the Palms at Surrey-Noah, contact me on...
There we go. You know how to reach me. So we're almost done. I still have one more community to hit. Let me see, what is this video? Did we see this? Yeah. Anyway, I think I missed a video. Okay, so
Now I'm going to talk to you about the closest community to uh, Disney World. Oh, did I show you the prices on that community? Let me see. I don't know if I showed you the prices. I'm sorry. Da, 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 da. Uh-huh. No, I did not. Okay. So on my website, click on over 55 communities. Also, there's a direct link to the Palms at Serenoa. The first listing is a villa. That's a resale. It is $354. And there's a couple of resales on here right now. But if you look at the new construction pricing, this is here's one that is new construction. $423. Couple of resales in there. This is these two here are new construction. So on my website, you can find these listings. Okay. So now I'm going to show you a video I made. Any questions? Many of your friends live there. Did I sell them the home? Because otherwise I'm not interested. No, just kidding. But this is a video that I made to show you. This was a couple of years ago when they were really just breaking ground on the community. Then where this community was. Right, there we go. Where is the Oasis by Del Webb? Well, it's going to be right here. And if you're looking for an over 55 community, just minutes from Disney World, realtor. Well, let me tell you, broker. You cannot be closer than where this community will be. And I want to prove it to you. Let's get in my car and show you how you would drive to Disney World. And now let's head out of your community. We're going to turn onto Flamingo Crossing. Look at this. This cracks me to this corner right here. Now, Flamingo Crossing has really changed. There's a Target. There's several eateries right there. To my left is where Flamingo Crossing, a great shopping and restaurant plaza, is being created. Be right outside your door. And at remember I said Western Way. We're turning onto Western Way. Not even a minute yet. We turn right and we go. Imagine being this close to Disney World. I'm laughing because I see the sign for Disney World directly in front of me, and I have not gone 1 full mile yet. Now, I also want to point out there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right in that vicinity of where this is. Okay, I had right where that is. There are Disney World at 6 mile. Or more builders and this building is the right now. To Disney World.
So if you want to live close to Disney World,
right nearby where
in
this is.
this community, visit my
There's
website,
Mattamy,
DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com.
Toll Brothers, K.
Contact me
Havnani.
to join the VIP list.
Yeah, VIP list. Nobody tried to do that. Alyssa and Neil have a good point before we close off here. But right in that vicinity, Mattamy Homes, right? Mattamy? Sorry, Meritage. I always get the M's confused. Toll Brothers, K. Havnanian, Dream Home Finders, and I know I'm missing some, right in that vicinity. And they're going to be building for the next couple of years. So there are going to be opportunities extremely close to Disney World. Yeah, Meritage is one of my what I like is their key selling point. Good question. What I like is their key selling point of Meritage is they use spray foam insulation. My homeowners that have purchased have very, very low electric bills. Here's some good points that Stephanie and Listen and Neil are bringing up. If you lived there, you'd have no tolls to get to Disney World. And for Serenoa, if you lived there, you would not be getting on a toll road to get to Disney World. I can't say the same about Solavita. Solavita, you could skip the toll roads. Yeah, Solavita, you could skirt them. If you want to get quicker, you take the toll road. Okay, so I'm going to put the map up again. And as I said, next week I hope to be in Winter Garden. Then after that, I'm going to do some Claremont stuff. And then I'm thinking I'm going to be back up in Mineola for my normal live streams. Okay, so this is what we looked at today. Of course, the star is Walt Disney World. The last one we saw was Oasis. Minutes to Disney World. Oh, I didn't show the prices there. Prices are, let me show the prices because they're significantly higher. I've sold in there though. Let me see. Uh-oh. I lost them. No. Okay. They're higher. Sorry. I lost the link. No, it's not up front. Okay. They have villas in the 400s. They do have villas in the 400s. And their single family homes are going to be in the high fives starting. Okay. Let's see. What else did I want to talk to you about? Okay, there we go. So that was Oasis. Palms at Serenoa, you're going to be in the 354 villa up to 450 for 450, 460 for a single family home. There's the Four Seasons. Now, I will tell you, Four Seasons, K. Havnani in there is being very competitive. So the prices that you see listed online are not including the incentives. There's some really good incentives right now. The market is still slower, but it's picking up. Okay. And then at the bottom of the screen, 45 minutes to Disney is Solavita. And Solavita is an absolutely beautiful self-contained community. The only thing it doesn't have in there is a grocery store. It's even got a cute pharmacy, which I think is adorable. So, anyway, if you have any last questions, let's see. Hey, there's one of my customers. Yay! They live in the Palms and they head over to the parks almost weekly. That's great. So, wait till that road gets through. I'm telling you, you're going to be going there for dinner when it's 12 minutes away. All right. So does anybody have any more questions? I'm actually running to the Four Seasons for a showing. And if you have any other questions, I'd be glad to answer them. I'm glad I got to do this because it really gives me the time to focus on what we're talking about. You know, and I love the over 55 communities. I think there's something special about them that people really that want them really gravitate to. You know, where you know it's sort of like when you go to high school. One of the things is when you go to a new school and everybody's the same age and everybody's starting the same time. That's one of the benefits of buying in a new over 55 community. Now, there are some over 55 communities that are older, and generally what people tell me is that, you know, everything's been established there, the friendships and everything. It's harder to break in and feel that community feel. Okay, so no more questions. I appreciate your time today. 18 viewers. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for this. But I'm going to be live next Sunday, 1 o'clock. Maybe Alyssa and Neil will be helping me that day. And that'll be a little tour of Winter Garden, 2 communities, and some of the new construction that's going on here because it's amazing what's up. And then I'll be in Claremont and Mineola. So let's see, no questions. So I'm going to be signing off. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much and wish me luck today. I'm going to be doing a presentation in, oh, and if you see my car, yay, say hello. So, okay. Oh, Manny, when did you join me? You're such a good boy. I didn't even notice he joined me. Oh, he's a good boy. Making the dream of a Disney lifestyle a reality. I'm Victor Naraki. Contact me on Facebook at Naraki Realtor or my website, celebratingflorida.com. Thanks for watching Disney at your doorstep.